So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use heat maps to massively speed up your market intelligence and your searches anywhere in the UK, wherever it is that you're investing. So we've got this map. You can see I've logged into Ultimate Property Dashboard and I've gone straight to heat maps. And I can pick anywhere in the UK and work out where are the highest and the lowest demand areas. What do I mean by demand? Well, let me show you and explain. Let's try the Northwest first. So I'm going to select the Northwest from the filters on the side. And I'm going to look specifically at 2-bedroom houses. So we'll do 2-bedroom standard properties in the UK, and I can see straight away, you can see the map is updated and I've got an indication of the demand, and you'll notice that they're in percentages, and you can see they vary in that area from that's the worst, Blackpool area is 13%, and then sort of the Manchester, Widnes, and then Huddersfield sort of area, I think that's Huddersfield, are the highest, and they're color coded. So the more yellow, the lower the demand; the more red, the higher the demand. What is demand? That is the turnover of stock. How much of the available stock is selling each month? And in this product, it gives you that from 0 to 100%, and 100% means that pretty much everything's selling, and 0% means nothing selling at all. Generally in the UK, it's about 15%, but your decent areas tend to be 20% or more. And you can see quite a lot of the Northwest is above 20% for 2-bedroom properties. And we can change that. We can look at 3-bedroom properties and update it again. And you get a very different view now. This is the thing that I really get excited about when I talk to clients and I talk to people about property investors. The assumption is that everything's the same, but it's not. You can see you've got a totally different view or a totally different setup for demand in when we move to 3-bedroom properties. And again, if I update and just go for 1 bed, so we look at apartments, again, we get a different picture, totally different picture of the market, totally different view of demand. Not only that, but with heat maps, we can do more cool stuff. I know a lot of you invest in HMOs, so let's do HMOs. You'll notice that the bedrooms option has gone, and we can look at prices now. So we can look at the price of HMOs, and we can look at the rents on HMOs as well in the UK. So you can see now there's the average asking prices per bedroom for HMOs. So all you've got to do, if you find a 5-bed HMO, you multiply that number by 5. If you find a 6-bed HMO, you multiply it by 6, and so on to get the average price in an area for HMOs. And you can see some areas are cheap and some areas are super expensive. All right, and people get very excited about that. They go, oh, gosh, how do I work out what's the best area to invest in? Well, there you go. You can get that information. You can also do that for rents as well. So if you want to see what the average asking rents are in an area, we've got that data as well, which is all good. But the next question really is, well, hang on a second, John. That's quite a big area. Exactly where in these postcodes should I be getting my HMOs? So this graph or this chart is dynamic, so we can click and zoom in. So you can see now I've just zoomed into the into the Northwest. I think that's SK. It is, yeah. SK is now what's been selected. All I did is clicked on the map, and I can see this is the area where it's really expensive for HMOs, and these are a bit cheaper. And again, we can stack in other areas. We can put extra areas in and compare them all. You compare this area to that area. We've put Liverpool in as well. Why not? We'll put that one in as well. And you can see now we've got a map showing the average asking prices and the average sales prices. You'll also notice when you get down to this lower level, I can actually see the demand for HMOs, and I can also see, really exciting, this yield. People often say, oh, I want to buy in a cheap area, but really what you want to be doing is buying an area that gives you the most cash flow. So again, if I select the yield data, you can see where there is data. I can zoom in and see where the high yield areas are. So SK13 is a really high yielding area. SK3 is a high yielding area. OL13, and then where we've got a PR2, PR1, also high yielding areas. And again, we can move across the country and get down into Liverpool. We can see where the highest yielding postcode areas are in the Liverpool area. So really quite useful and intuitive. Not only that, so again, I can just pick a different area. We'll go to Wales this time. And this time perhaps we'll do flats this time. So we look for 1-bedroom flats. There you go. And you can see where the demand is for 1-bedroom flats. Now, most people would assume that's South Wales, but actually, look, gosh, there's loads. Oh gosh, sorry, I'm looking at yield. I'll flip it over to demand. So there you go. So you can see, look, it's not actually all happening in South Wales. There's quite a big demand in the SY postcode as well, well above average for the UK. So again, I'm getting all this insight. I'm able to work and use heat maps without needing to fully understand absolutely everything about an area. Now you can see, look, it's very specific, that demand in SY postcodes. The data tells me that for flats, 1-bedroom flats where we need the properties is in SY11. It's really high demand. You can also see there's some quite good demand in SY23 as well by Aberystwyth. And again, if you wanted to do some research on any of these areas, there's always that option to look. So if there is property in that area, you can do your research. Again, just to give us a bit more data, I'll just move back to houses, go back to 2-bedroom, and then we can look at the 2-bedroom map, and you see it's different again. Although, once again, this sort of SY11, SY12 area seems to be quite good demand for property. SY15 is really high. Now, the next step for you is to interrogate this data, find out more about that area. This is normally where most software stops, or most intelligence stops. And by the way, this data is up to date to the previous month. So whatever data we're looking at here is the transactional data for last month. So very, very, very up to date. But this is normally where people stop. But you can go one step further. Let's dive deeper into this into this postcode. We could do find properties, so we could go and search automatically for properties. And we could also do an area report. So if we do an area report, we get this nice little pop-up that shows us what's available in the area, what the asking prices are, what the sold prices are, what the rents are, what the household income is, and a load of graphical information about that area. Really great and easy for us to do. Again, just to give us a bit of a flavour of how this can be different, let's go to Wales again, and let's do the SA postcodes for 2-bedroom properties and run that data. And again, if we like the look of a particular area, SA13 perhaps, we can click on that and we can look at an area report for that area. And again, there we can see the properties in that area, and we can get a view of asking prices, sold prices, incomes, market activity, and the like. And again, if you're happy with that, if you like that information, once again, we can just click add to area research, and that is now saved in the software. So if we go to area research, we can see that area, SA13, in our area research. Now, this is a fantastic tool for really deep diving on the data. You can look at demand, you can look at asking prices, you can automate searches, you can go back to that area report again. Loads of great stuff you can do. My favourite in particular is finding properties from this point, going away and finding properties that match common criteria. So again, you can do that using this software. All good fun, and easy to use, very intuitive. But really, the heat map for me is just a starting point for any property investor, wherever it is that you're investing in the UK. Make sure that you're aware of this data. It's updated every month. It's really, really great and accurate. It covers England, Wales, and Scotland. Sadly, we can't heat map Northern Ireland, but the area reports work for Northern Ireland and the property searches as well. If you're interested in this software, it's upd.ai. That's upd.ai. Give it a whirl. Let us know how you get on. And best of luck with your property investing. See you again in another video.